And welcome back. I'm the Twisted Mentat, and welcome back to another part of Let's Play Sid Meier's Colonization as the English of the Explorer effing Controller. We're into the 17th century here. A slight delay from when I wanted to get the video uploaded previously, but I hope that it's not too much of a hardship. The holiday season is upon us. It's actually the 21st of December 2015 when I'm recording this. So I don't know exactly when the next video will come out. If it will come out this coming weekend after Christmas, or if it will be closer to the new year, but we'll get to that when we get to that. As usual, I don't check my videos before I, record, but I remember that we were scouting out locations for, while Caravel here was scouting out the edge of the map, the terrain. We were trying to find locations for a possible fourth colony, and trying to set up our colonies so that Roanoke is our main ore production base. We get a lot of food in Plymouth, and Jamestown can be, jack of all trades, our main capital hub. So with that, let's keep going here before I ramble on too much longer. We find the, let's see, where were we going? The Aztec capital. We've got the Tupi here. I'll also talk to them. Fur trappers and nearby lands. And we still have not yet found the Pacific Ocean. We've got privateers there, which are going to be a pain in the backside, but we'll have to figure that out. And we've got Spanish, who are also... They're not attacking us, at least, which is a good thing, but they are pains in our backside. Let's see what we were doing here. Jamestown. We had just dropped off some ore, I believe. And our merchantmen, we might be getting pretty close to filling it up. I don't want for that privateer to get out of the way, but we'll do cotton, furs, and probably two trips of coats. We're still one short in food. If we can get a fisherman, that'd be great. That would really help us out in the long run, or two fishermen even. So we got that there. In Plymouth, size 4. We're gaining on food. We could use a fisherman. Or even on lumber. We're making sugar. And then Roanoke is going to be our main ore production facility. We've got ourselves our first older statesman at Roanoke, because I figured it would be most worthwhile to try to get the production bonus on Roanoke for the raw materials first. And as far as what we're building, in Jamestown we're building a weaver shop, so we can actually, we might hold off on taking the cotton out. We might actually, make some wool whenever we run out of ore and our blacksmith doesn't have anything better to do. In Plymouth, we're building our stable because with the excess food, we might try and get some horses going. And then Roanoke, as we get money in, we'll try and speed up the production at Roanoke. Right now we're trying to get a stockade here because we're already at size 6 with no stockade. And we only have only one viable source of lumber, so if we can get ourselves a lumberjack here in the wetland forest, that will really help. And then after the stockade, we'll have to do a lumber mill. Okay. So now I've kind of got myself up to speed. Let's see. Send you to Plymouth so we'll get the sugar. So maybe we can do 1 load of sugar instead. The merchantman stays put, and we're done for the turn. Speaking of, I'm hoping that all of you are having an enjoyable holiday season, regardless of your religious profession. And at the end of the year is usually a time, regardless of what you believe in, or if you believe, a time to gather with family and friends, and I'm just hoping everyone's doing just peachy. Alright, so we got our stable in Plymouth. So next up, we probably should do, well, not a warehouse. We're not doing that much raw stuff. Let's do a schoolhouse. Because then we can take our farmer and get some more farmers to really help out on the foodstuffs. Got lumber at Jamestown, which is good. I'm sort of wondering if this over here is just like a peninsula of this, like it kind of comes up like this, or if this is like an island. Our brave scout continues to push. Pacific! There we go. Finally. Now, that's not very important except for the discovery points for score purposes. Grab ourselves you, and we take you straight back to Jamestown. And you'll get the one, sugar planter coming back, and then the adventure service going out to try to get trained by the Indians. You stay put, because that that privateer has to go away sometime. Because if I try to move out with the merchantman now... Huh. Actually, I'm surprised that the Spanish still have the force to do that. I mean, the Iroquois were really pestering them quite a bit. In fact, only getting 1,000 gold is pretty good. There's a second one. What is going on here? Because I can't just move the merchantmen out because they will be slowed by the privateer. And I think we wouldn't have enough movement points to get to the sea lane, and then we would be attacked. Cargo of coats is ready. It's good. Okay, so it is a peninsula. That is the ocean. Alright, so we'll talk to these 2P seasoned scouts and beads. Pretty good. I think 200 might be the cap? Because we don't have enough storage space? Anyway. Let's just set up you already. Furs. Actually, not the furs, because we need the furs for more coats. Get some sugar in there. Get the second load of coats in there, and then we'll just wait for things to develop. So now you can go to Roanoke. Yeah, because even with move 5, we would be slowed by the privateer, and we wouldn't reach the sea lane, and then we'd be attacked and lose all the cargo. I was waiting for the Spanish to... See, silver would... You know, that's down to 5. It's not worth mining the silver. Or for tools is much more productive. I think at this point... We're still running low on food, so there's no point in making a stable. Our best bet, I think, is the fort, and then see where we are from there. Because we've got the tools to spend, we might as well spend them now. I imagine this is probably just like a bay over here. So we'll actually start to send you up the coast. And you can just wait. Now, as I was saying, I was trying to see about places for a 4th colony. And I think if we're trying to stay away from the Indians so we're not annoying them, I want somewhere with something good. And our best bet is probably around here, actually. I mean, we're not directly on top of them. We've got sugar. We've got the Tupi right there. Or is that the Apache? That's the Apache, sorry. The Tupi's further to the south. It's either there, or it's actually down here, because then we get the sugar and the prime timber. And then we're still only one day's road away from Roanoke. So that would be our 4th city right there. Not say colony, whatever. Which is actually a pretty good play here. Get some more sugar, and then what we can do is we can do things like turn Plymouth into like a rum producing place. Get all the sugar and do rum from the sugar. That's a pretty good play. I think that's my next bet. That's my next step, assuming that events don't interrupt me in the process. Yeah, fur prices continue to fall. Cloth. Coats is down to 6. Ugh. Yeah, we gotta be careful not to flood the market too much. And I can't move north at all because of the village and the Indian... Yes, we'll just go round. Pick up the ore and pick up the cotton. And our friendly sugar planter, there really is not much for you to do here. So for the moment, while we're waiting to set up that colony, I know what you can do. You can mine some ore. And then what we'll do is, if we have... okay, when we get the stockade up and then we can get a lumber mill, we can get that free colonist and get them tools. Or we can take the Pioneer, get the Pioneer tools from Jamestown. In fact, what I might do is grab some tools at Jamestown and put them in the wagon train and take them to Roanoke. So the Pioneer can pick them up, go over, you know, we have the sugar planter found the colony, so he can start working on the sugar crop, the prime sugar, and then have the Pioneer build the roads and improve the colony. That's the plan. You just wait, because that guy is not moving. I don't like that. I don't like that, because if we have to actually break out, that's usually not a good thing. Coats to 5. And there's some Spanish right there already. Okay. So we're up to 7 there. That's the plan. Go to Jamestown. And what we'll actually do is 1 load of coats off, 1 load of furs on. You'll run out of ore beforehand, so what we'll have you do is we'll actually have you start making cloth. In fact, what we'll do is we'll actually have our fur trader make cloth as well. So that we can build up our furs and not oversaturate... not oversaturate the market for coats. I think that's a better play at the moment. The Spanish are engaging in their mass genocide, as is expected. And speak of the Spanish, there they are. Live among the natives and become another sugar planter. Okay, so we might just set up that colony right now, because 2 sugar planters is almost too much, but it was better than having him remain a indentured servant, because at least now if I have to move him to actually do anything in the colony, they're not having a penalty to any fabricated goods because of that. %. Don't blame me for the fact I can't send my merchantmen back to London because they're privateers. What the hell? This is usury. That's what this is. That's what this is. That is just that's gonna make things a bit more more difficult. Return to Roanoke slowly. No, cancel. And actually, we will pick up 1 load of tools. Once we hit 100 furs, then I'll take you off of doing the furring, and then you'll come over to the weaver shop, and then we'll send the blacksmith back to the shop to get the tools to pay for the fort. Till then, we'll take the tools back to Roanoke. And when we get a good load of coats, sorry, not coats, wool, sorry, cloth. What the? Master gunsmiths. Oh, there's the capital. If the capital's there, then why is Santo Domingo all the way? That doesn't make any sense. Because now there's no chance of getting out of the way, because I'll get slowed twice. Yeah, knaves. Screw the Spanish. More Tupi. And we will continue to wait for our cloth to come in. And when it does, you know, we're gonna have to make a move. If that privateer is not gonna go out of the way, then we're gonna have to make a move anyway. Okay, so we got our stockade. Good. Next. Lumber mill. We need to free up some productivity for other uses. Continue exploring the ocean side. Right, Roanoke, good, good. Plymouth, what were you making? Oh, you were making a schoolhouse. You'll be done. Oh, we can afford it. Complete it. We need to move things along here. Right. You've arrived there, so you take the tools off. So what we'll do now is this. Next turn, we'll take the ore and the cotton back to Jamestown. We'll take our first I was gonna say we're gonna take our first sugar planter and our pioneer, but I want to wait until the lumber mill gets finished before I do that, which will take another couple of years. Okay, is that the same privateer, or is there now 3 privateers? I hope it's not 3. 3 would be too much at this point. 3 would be just annoying at this point. Yeah, we're still not producing enough raw materials or finished goods, so we'll go to printing press. That's gonna be a spit of land. I can't go anywhere anyway, so... Okay, so now... Okay, we already have a road there. So it's just 20 for a road there. 20 to plow, 20 to clear, 20 for a road there, or 20 to plow there, but I'm not sure I want to, because if we plow, we might lose the prime sugar. 20 for a road there. And 20 for a road there. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that will work quite well. Return to Jamestown. Yes, Spanish, we know you are there, we know you were ever present, go away already. If you make me fight you, I will go back to London and I will buy as many pieces of artillery as I can hold, and then I will come and I will take everything you hold dear. And you don't want me to do that. Because if I have to, I will annihilate you. Right. You. Down there. Down there. 173 ore. And 84 cloth. And 99. Okay. Move. And move. And we should be good. Yeah, that'll work. Nothing else I really want to do with the wagon train, so we'll just turn the wagon train around and pick up anything in Plymouth, I suppose. A relatively quiet, session. You can see we're not making all that much headway, all that much time progress. That's because we're only doing now, it's 2 turns per year instead of that's fine, we're making enough tools for it anyway. Yeah, it's 2 turns per year instead of 1 turn a year, so the rate of passage of time is slower. Let's see. I'm going to bet you that's 2 separate privateers. That's 2 privateers, and the one is just disappearing out of my line of sight and then reappearing in my line of sight. Hello, Debray Booth. Please give me another... Okay, fort will be ready next turn. Good. Cloth. Stun. Do that. All you really have is sugar. And not a whole lot of it. Right, so now what I want to do is... Okay, first we'll do that. Next. And then we'll take the sugar off. We'll take all the sugar off. Load one of you. Load one of the cloth. And as soon as we run out of cotton, then we'll get back to the fur and coat making business. Now, my problem is... Actually, yeah, I go there, I will be slowed by the privateer. I have to have at least 3 movement points after dealing with the privateer to be able to make it to the sea lane before being caught. Can I do it? Well, let's see. 1. Ah, okay. I didn't know that... I thought I would have slowed me automatically. I guess it didn't because I was coming out of harbor. Or because I wasn't directly adjacent to it? I don't care. Let me away from this boulder. As Strong Sad would say. There was worrying about... much ado about nothing, really. But still, I need to get myself a privateer and start sinking these mofos so that they're not in my way. And this will be a good thing. What's my last decision? DeWitt is foreign colony trade. DeSoto is Lost City. Washington. We're not ready for independence, so he is useless. Bolivar, maybe, but I don't think we have a high enough Sons of Liberty and all my colonies to really do anything. I want Brewster. Brewster is OP because being able to choose who comes to the docks and not having any more criminals or indentured servants is by far the best thing. Sons of Liberty membership is up. We got the fort. Okay, so this will be my last big thing. Fort's done. We don't really have anything else really to do? Really? Alright, let's build artillery. Why not? And with that, coming up to 30 minutes, so we will save our game. We didn't even get out of the decade, but that's what's going to happen when we are slowed down. When we get to the 1700s, it's going to be even worse because that's 4 turns a year. So we may only make it 1 or 2 years. Yeah. So one thing I don't like about 4X games, once you get past like the first, you know, couple first 100 or so turns, things just sort of... It's like time dilation. You do so much, and the passage of time becomes slower. But anyway, enough rambling. We're still alive. We have a plan for a 4th colony. We have a site for a 4th colony. We're going to get the funds and colonists for it from our merchantmen. So I think we're doing a good thing. So till then, I am the Twisted Mentat, and I hope you all have a wonderful Merry Christmas or a Happy Holiday. And until next time, I'll see you then. Bye!